Hi car lovers and all mechanics, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribe as I take you through how you can fix a broken Toyota Land Rover Prado TX wheel stud bolt. Let's have fun together. I would also appreciate a like or two. It will be very beneficial for my channel. So first things first, as always, safety first. You have to make sure you have secured the vehicle tires from front and back. Then you have to slide under the vehicle and just put the jack and lift the vehicle up, because we'll need it to be up so that we can remove the tires, so that we can access the drum. Then we can access the inner part of the drum so that we can access the stud. After you have secured the vehicle, you can just come and remove the wheel cap. As you can see in the video, there are five wheel studs, so you'll have to remove all of them. So I'm just going to speed it up so that we don't take a lot of time on this, because it's just basic knowledge. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to support me. So there you go, the tire is off. Then now here there is the drum. Next we have to remove the caliper, but remember to push the tire under the car, because it will help you in case the jack slips. So safety first as always, guys. So we are going to remove the two number 17 bolts that mount the caliper onto the wheel. So we are removing the number 17, the upper one. Then there's another one low, so we remove them. You can use a hammer just to remove the grip, because they are well tightened, because this is the brake. There are no chances taken on this one. So we have to remove the caliper. Then we'll have to put it aside. Remember to be careful, because there is a flexible pipe that is made of rubber, and if you mess with it, you can break something and then it will give you extra work. So there you go, the caliper is off. We just put it securely on the side there safely. Now we tap the drum a little bit, then we pull it out. There we go, there is our handbrake lining assembly. So we go to our specific stud and just tap it with the hammer slowly. You have to be gentle with it so that you don't mushroom it, because we want it to go through from the back. So you tap it gently but gradually, it will come off and it will fall off eventually. There you go, it has fallen off. Now we have to pull it out from inside so that we continue to put it out. There you go, there is the stud that was broken. Now it's important that you confirm the new stud if it fits. So you just push it there into the hole, then you see, okay, you see it fits. Now you have to pull it out the broken stud. There you go, we have it in our hand. Now we start the process of mounting the other one. You just have to push the linings to one side to create space where you will use to put the new stud in. You can ask a colleague to help you so that it becomes easier. Now the space that you've created, you have to push the stud through that space and inside the lining to align it so that it comes through the hole of the where the stud enters. There you go, we have aligned it, it's entered inside. And it's important to note that you have to align it with the hand so that you make sure the splines of the stud and the splines of the hole mesh, so that they don't wear out each other. So you have to do that by hand, don't force it. And when you are sure that it has meshed well, you have to take a through nut that is of the same size as the wheel stud nut and invert it inside out and tighten it until it reaches to the wheel hub. Then you take one stud nut and tighten it until it reaches to the through nut. Just use the hand, don't force anything, just go with the hand until you're satisfied that it's tight enough. Then now you can take a piece of metal that you will use to just secure the wheel hub from turning, because you need it to be stable and you need to be hooked so that you can tighten the wheel stud nut that you have inserted there, so that it pulls the new stud bolt to position. You just go gently and feel it so that it cannot wear out the threads. You can see it has locked. Then after you have secured it well, now you can add more force so that it can pull the new stud bolt to position. There you go, you can add a little force so that it pulls it until you are satisfied it is in the correct position. Guys, this is the most important part. Just be gentle but sure about the procedure. Don't hasten it, but just be careful. When you are satisfied that it has reached to the point that you wanted, you can ask a colleague to step on the metal piece you had set so that you can unlock the wheel stud nut that you had put, so that we remove it. We want to invert it. Pay attention because this is very important. You are going to remove both the stud nut and the through nut. Now, after you remove the through nut, you will put them back, but this time round you will put it in the normal position. First time you had inverted it, but this time round you are putting in the normal position. Then you are putting also the stud nut, and you're going to tighten with the hand, repeating the same procedure as we did. Then you'll go start gradually, then you'll apply force so that it pulls it again to the maximum length that it goes and to the right appropriate position that's supposed to be. Just be gentle with it, be careful and observe and feel everything. Remember, our metal piece is still in position so that it locks the wheel hub from turning. So make sure you have tightened it to the maximum position so that it pulls it to the maximum length. It's very important, because if you don't do this the right way, it won't come to the appropriate position. So after you are satisfied, ask the colleague to come and step on the metal piece again, because you want to remove the wheel stud nut and you also want to remove the through nut. There you go, we are removing the wheel stud nut. There you go, anti-clockwise, easy does it. Then we are going to remove the through nut. Just tap it a little bit because it may have stuck, and when it's free you can just remove it with the wheel brace. Just remove it, and ladies and gentlemen, you will see our stud bolt is now in position. You can remove the metal piece. Now you have to turn it. This turning is important because you have to turn to make sure that it's not holding on anything. And after we turned it, we realized that there was some sound coming from inside. You see, you have confirming that there was some sound coming from inside, so we had to do a more thorough examination. We even had to bring in a torch. It's daylight, but we had to bring in a torch because this is a braking system. We don't have to take any chances. So we'll lit a torch. Then after thorough inspection, we realized that one of the lock springs was protruding outside, and it was coming to contact with the wheel hub when it turns. That is dangerous because the friction can cause wear, and when these springs can wear out, they may cause a failure in brakes, and that is very fatal. So we could not take any chances. We had to find a way where we could return the wheel to position. So we had to introduce a washer from the back of the spring. There is a pin that holds the locking spring in position. We had to put a washer from the back so that the additional washer could pull back the pin and press back the locking spring, whereby giving space for the wheel hub to turn independently and not interfere with the wheel hub. And we use a screwdriver just to push in the lock spring. There you go, as you can see in the video. Then you just slipped in the washer so that it pulls back. It presses on with the lock spring and pulls it back. This is very tactical, and we just confirmed. As you can see, the guy is just listening carefully. Then there was no sound, and he confirmed it. And being an African, I had to do my own inspection. I put my ear down just to listen myself, and yes, the sound had disappeared. So we were good to go, and this was very nice. Now we had started the assembling, and we did it in reverse order, starting with the drum. Just align the drum wells, making sure all the holes are going back to the places where they are supposed to. You can tap it to align it well, because it should go in smoothly, because the handbrake is down. There should be no resistance. And after good alignment, there you go, our drum is in. Then you just have to confirm if this anything that is turning on another one, was there any noise, but there wasn't. So you are good to go. We continued with the second part, where is we have to return the caliper to its position. brake caliper. There you go. You can see the parts are still in place. Just align it well into position. Then after you have aligned it well, tightened it. I just have to fast forward it because this is basic knowledge. This is basic knowledge. We all know how it is. Clockwise, just go tighten it. You can tap it with a hammer. Just make sure it's tight enough. Remember, it's a brake system. So we just did that. Then we go to the lower bolt. And that's just generally it. The other procedure is just bringing back the tire to its position and make sure the 5 stud nuts are tied to their appropriate tightness. So thank you for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe, like, share. It costs you nothing. And just for your information, for one stud replacement it's 500 shillings. So it's simple but very complicated. You may see it's easy, but it's because the great ones make it look easy. But all the best in your endeavors, and God bless you. Have a beautiful day.